Hi, mamas. I'm Dr. Shepard with Align Family Wellness. I am a pediatric and prenatal certified chiropractor, and today we are going to be talking to all of you pregnant mamas. If you have ever been pregnant or you're pregnant now, maybe you've heard your OB say something like, your baby's not quite in the best position, or we really need your baby to turn, or you can't have a vaginal birth. Or one that stops you in your tracks, let's schedule that C-section now because your baby is not head down so that we can make everything easier. So, newsflash, that may be more convenient for the doctors, but that's not easier on you as the mom. And unfortunately, the ability to support a breech birth naturally has faded over time in our medical system. It is now known as a medical emergency, not because your body is broken or your baby doesn't know how to be born, but because many OBs today simply aren't trained in breech birth. So that's where chiropractic care enters the chat big time. So today we're going to be talking about breech babies and how chiropractic care can help with positioning. But we want to make clear that we do not turn babies, and chiropractic care is so much more. So what we do is we work on mom so that baby can get an optimal position. So we are focusing today on how important it is for expected mamas to get adjusted, not just for them, but for their baby. And even if your baby isn't breech, this is going to help you to be adjusted as a pregnant mama throughout your pregnancy to make baby deliver better. Okay, so once again, we want to clear up something. Chiropractors do not turn breech babies. That is 1,000% no. What we do as a neurologically focused prenatal chiropractor is help you as the mother. When your nervous system is under stress, whether it's physical stress, chemical stress, or emotional stress, it stores this stress instead of processing it. When the stress gets stuck, it can create tension that impacts your muscles, your ligaments, your pelvis, and even your uterus, because we have ligaments that go from our sacrum to our uterus. Chiropractic adjustments help regulate your nervous system. It teaches your body how to process the stress, relax your neuromuscular system, and create a more balanced space for baby to move around. And sometimes when this happens, your baby chooses to turn head down all on their own. That is incredible, but it's also just the beginning. And we have this happen every day in our office. We see mamas come in with babies that are malpositioned, but then the babies end up turning after time under care. But chiropractic care is so much more than turning breech babies. We have so many pregnant mamas in our office that get referred to us for breech babies. But many times when these mamas get adjusted, the babies do choose to flip, which is amazing. But is that it? Should we just be done treating them when their baby's turned? Absolutely not. That's just getting started. So we want to talk about the power of your nervous system. As a pregnant mama, your nervous system is not just yours. It is directly influencing your baby's developing nervous system. So whatever stress mom has going on, the baby will feel it through mama's hormones. That prenatal stress not only impacts baby in utero, but it can impact their life outside the womb. It can cause sleep patterns, stress responses, emotional regulation, even risk factors for things like colic, reflux, anxiety, ADHD. So when you get adjusted, it's not just about you, your baby is benefiting too, even before birth. So let's talk about the role of the nervous system during birth. There are three distinct phases, and each phase requires a specific nervous system response. So number one, initiation of labor. It requires your parasympathetic nervous system or your brake pedal to kick in. You need to feel calm and safe and supported to trigger oxytocin to get into labor naturally. Active labor and birthing the baby. This is where that gas pedal or the sympathetic nervous system needs to activate. You need energy, you need stamina, and you need coordination to birth your baby. The baby's gas pedal also starts to turn on here. So post-birth, in that transition, you and your baby should be returning to that parasympathetic level. It is critical for the bonding, for breastfeeding to go well, and for recovery. Skin-to-skin contact helps this co-regulation. When your nervous system can smoothly shift between these modes, labor goes more smoothly. When it can't, you see things like stalled labor, interventions, or difficulty transitioning postpartum, like issues with feeding, breastfeeding, and just sleep and regulation. So let's talk about what happens after birth. because you don't stop needing care the moment your baby is born. Your body has literally just been through a marathon. Whether you have a vaginal birth or an abdominal birth, it was still intense. Some of you have had both. You start pushing and then you end up in a C-section. Now you have to nourish, bond, and care for a newborn. It's tough. And that's where we come in as postpartum chiropractic specialists. Your benefits of postpartum care include nervous system regulation during the biggest hormonal shift in your life. The transition from postpartum is the equivalent of taking 100 birth control pills and then stopping immediately. It's the biggest hormonal shift you will experience as a woman in your entire life. Faster physical recovery, better pelvic realignment, better breastfeeding posture. After birth, we see so many moms have neck and upper back pain because they are holding and nursing their babies. Regulated milk supply, adjustments help with that. Easier latch, we help mom, we help baby, especially as an internationally board certified lactation consultant. We can especially help you with latching and work on baby and make things easier for both of you. If you haven't watched my videos about baby and birth trauma and babies and breastfeeding, go back and watch those videos too. We also need a lot of emotional resilience in early motherhood. It's a lot to take on, and our hormones are going crazy. So let's not forget about your baby. We just went through a marathon and the baby did too. And this is a brand new life to them. They are hitting a ton of milestones for the first time. They're learning how to eat, sleep, poop, and move. These functions just kind of happened. They didn't have to do these things in the womb. They may be simple, but they're so complex for them. So adjusting the babies give them better sleep, calmer digestion, easier latch and feeding, and just healthier development. And most importantly, they help you co-regulate with your baby, because when your nervous system is regulated, it teaches your baby how to regulate. If you are stressed and you are high strung, your baby is going to be stressed out and high strung. So I know this was a lot of information, but let's put some of it into action. If you've heard about prenatal care for breech babies, that's awesome, but it also applies to moms in general who are expecting. So if you've learned one thing, I hope that it's neurologically focused chiropractic care doesn't just help your baby get into an ideal position, but it helps mom and baby nervous system get regulated, adaptable, and resilient to the stressors in our lives. If you are ready to take action with the information, please reach out. We would love to meet you, answer your questions, and create a care plan that supports you and your new baby every step of the way. To read more about what we do in our office and prenatal care, you can visit the link in our bio, visit our Instagram page, visit our website, or more of our YouTube videos or podcasts. We cannot wait to help serve you and your growing family in this most precious time.